I'm going to show you exactly how I'm doing it here at my agency to get creatives like this one in a simple, easy, and totally automatic way, okay? Using a script that we're using here. I'll provide the link to this script in the video description in case you want to use it. But stay with me until the end of this video so you can see how I'm generating creatives with artificial intelligence in a very professional and fast way, okay? Some of these creatives here, look, are extremely professional. If we were to ask someone to make them, it would definitely cost over 60 reais and take a while. Here you'll have access to our script, which will let you generate as many creatives as you want automatically in a very fast and easy way. So stay with me until the end of this video. Alright folks, what are you going to get? You're going to get a ChatGPT agent that will generate creatives for you. We're going to give it some commands and it will return a code, and that code will generate a creative. It's really simple to do. I'll show you how. And to get access, the link is in the description. Take a look. So here, look, inside our dashboard, the link is in the video description. You'll come here to profile, okay? You just do a quick registration there. It's completely free. There's no cost. You register, come here to profile, and here you'll click on the second one. Look, the second page, and here on the second page, in profile, second page, here it is. Look, GPT agent, it's 17 rays, it's a symbolic amount, and you'll be able to generate as many creatives as you want. So just come here and buy it, right? You come here to add balance, enter the amount, 17, accept, and pay via Pix. After you pay, you'll already have access here. See, you buy it, and you'll receive the script directly. Okay, it's available 24 hours a day. You don't need anyone to deliver it to you. You'll receive it automatically and you'll have the script right there to create your creative. All right, folks, here, look, after you click and download the script, you'll go straight to ChatGPT with the agent already enabled. Here are some options, or you can come here and type down below, okay? I'll give you an example here of how you're going to create, how I create here, all right? So I come here, creative for feed X1, and it will give me some instructions. Here, look, all right, let's get started. Just a reminder, this agent doesn't generate the image, it only generates the code. If you ask it to generate the image, it won't turn out well, okay? You have to follow the process that I'm going to show exactly in this video. Here it's asking what the headline, the sub, and the CTA will be, right, in the creative. In the case of these images here, look, it's the head, sub, and CTA, okay? These are some of the pieces of information that go into the creative. So I'm going to give the example of prox here, okay, just so you can see how it's done, but you can adapt this to your business. It works really well for any field. So here, look, I'm going to generate another ChatGPT, okay, so I can pull the headline from here. So I'm going to say here, look, I need the copy to sell prox. The price is 29, which in your case, if you want to work with price or not, in my case, I'm going to leave it at 100, okay? Then you can also add, if you want, I need the copy to sell prox, help me out. And here I'm going to paste in the headline, sub-headline, which is already what the chat itself asked for. See? Here it already gave it to me, so I'm going to copy this and paste it here. It already gave me exactly what I wanted. See? Security, anonymity, mentioning some benefits that will go into the creative, okay? This here goes into the creative. Here it already gives me the style I want for the creative. Look, cinematic, product mock-up, lifestyle. Here I have several types that work really well. I'll give an example of what I created, which is that futuristic and Stratec style, or it could also be cinematic, but here I'll choose the futuristic one. See, I want a creative in this style. Here, look, what's the image format, okay? The format will be feed. Here, guys, it already gave me, look, the image format, which is feed. Here, it already gave me an idea, okay? So this is the code we're going to generate to create the creative. Here, it generated it randomly. I only put futuristic, but I could have said something like, I want a robot in the image, I want a shoe in the image, I want anything. So I'm going to put here, look, for it to modify the code, I want a robot in the image holding a sign that says prox, and then it will generate it. I could have left it the way it generated, but I'm going to ask here for the robot style. So this is the secret to it. Look, it brings the details here. So I copy this here and open a new chat. It can even be this one I was using to write the copy, and I'll paste it here. Look, generate the image, colon, and the code. Let's see now what image it will generate. Guys, look at the quality of the creative it generated, okay? Very eye-catching. Anyone who glances at it, for sure. If they're interested in prox, I can already use this here in my ads. Exactly the way I asked for it, see? It even put the Google Ads logo here and so on. I could play around more, say, I want a green background. But now I'm going to show you how you can make changes here, okay? If you didn't really like the creative it generated, how can you make changes? Here, I'll make a few changes to this one, but honestly, you could already run ads with it just like this, no problem. I don't even know how much time I spent. I'll ask the video editor to check when I started generating the creative and when it was finished. This is a creative I can definitely test, and now I'll never have a problem testing creatives on Facebook ads again. Because the key to Facebook ads, and Google too, but especially Meta and Instagram, is to test as many creatives as possible. There are creatives here that I didn't think much of, but they convert really well. There are creatives I had high hopes for, and they didn't deliver results. So there's no way for you to know. It's not the prettiest creative that sells, because anyone who advertises knows that's how it is. So what do you need to do? Test. Run as many tests as possible and analyze the data. The creative that's converting at the lowest cost, the ad, you keep running and you pause the others. That's obvious. Now guys, to make changes here, look, I'm going to go back here. You're not going to make changes here like, oh, just change it for me here. You need to come here and change the code, okay? CTV here, so you come here and make the change. So you can say something like, let's suppose I want all the letters in more of a 3D style. Like this for him to change the subtitles. I want a more realistic robot. This is just to see what he'll change, but what I really want to change is the font here, which I didn't really like. So here you can ask for what you want, redo the design. Then I'll ask it to generate it again here to see how it's going to look, and here it'll give me another code, see? It showed here what it changed, and here's the prompt. So this is the secret of this agent, okay? For you to get it, it's here in the video description. It's a symbolic price, guys. I made it really cheap so everyone can have access. It's not the price of a creative that you would pay someone to make, okay? And here you'll have access and be able to generate as many as you want. So here, look, I put in the changes. Let's see now what it's going to give me. See? So now, yes, the change is ready. Let's see. Guys, look, it changed a lot here, right? The robot, but here, look, it only changed the caption at the top. See what I asked for here? It didn't change the one at the bottom. So I'll go back to the code and change it again. These adjustments are normal. Yeah, you can adapt this however you want. I can come back here and ask again. So here I told it to make the CTA smaller and that it needs to be 3D in all of them. I emphasized that in the code, okay? Let's see how it behaves now. I paste it here and wait for it to generate again. Guys, look here too. Another variation it brought after we made the update. Look, it got a lot better up here. So it's very eye-catching. The creative is really attention-grabbing. Guys, you just have to keep testing. So for example, if you didn't really like it here, like, oh, I wanted even more 3D, I want it to stand out more, you can go back to the code here and ask it to generate again. Say, I want you to redo it in a much more eye-catching style. Here, guys, another tip is for you to use. Guys, another tip is to come here to the left corner and use Wally. You can paste the code here as well. It works well. It's a way for it to generate a new variation. It works directly in the chat here, but you can also try it in Wally to see if it generates another variation. Not if it generates, it will generate, right? But let's see how it turns out, okay? Guys, this is the last creative I generated here. Look, I asked it to emphasize the 3D style more. So here it gave me a totally different variation, okay? It turned out really cool too. You can see that it's something extremely professional, something you can do very quickly. You can make as many as you want and in endless ways, okay? So I believe it's worth it if you need a lot of good creatives to test out. So the link is here in the description. Take a look. If you also use several profiles on your machine and need a contingency, we use Dolphin here to isolate the profile data. So there's also a coupon here in the description with 20% off their plan. It's really worth it, all right? If you have any questions, leave them here in the comments. I reply to everyone. Big hug, go with God, and see you next time.